One of the first main missions in High on Life 2 has you going after billionaire Larry Pinkstock aboard the cruise ship, the Pink Line Panacea. But this isn't your typical shooty gun first person shooter mission. Instead, it plays out like a murder mystery game.
For tonight, you will be solving my actual murder.
Hey, who's touching me? Put me down. Stop. You're gonna.
If you want to make sure you perfectly solve the murder like a true Space Columbo and leave no room for doubt in your deduction, here's everything you'll need to do. First, let's just quickly cover the basics. There are 4 suspects: Admiral Sessions, O.B. Oberon, Richard 12th VIII, and Edeline Moss. In order to pin down the murderer, you'll need to establish a motive, that the murderer had the capability of using the murder weapon, aka Travis, and you'll also need to confirm that they had the scent of a rosy cologne that Travis was able to smell on the killer when he was shot. All of these are represented here on the whodunit note sheet, and you can mark notes for yourself, or you can use the pseudo assist to have important notes get marked for you. To start, go around and question all the suspects and exhaust all of their dialogue. Through this, you should be able to get a couple of key clues. For one, Richard and Edeline don't have the scent of perfume.
Nah, nothing. No scent at all. He's not.
While Admiral Sessions and O.B. Oberon shared the same rosy scent.
That's it! That's the rosy scent I smelled!
Oh, that's my perfume. Is there something wrong?
Sorry, not authorized to speak about case details, ma'am.
You'll also hear that Edeline wouldn't be able to fire the weapon because of her brittle bones, that Richard says he has no experience with firearms, but is probably lying.
Do I have experience with firearms? Like, you mean guns? No, not at all. Those things simply don't interest me.
That the Admiral obviously has experience with weaponry, and that Oberon claims that she's never held a gun in her life. Nothing concrete, but all important things to keep in mind for the moment. Now time to search for some evidence. First, check the body, where you'll find that, well,
Oh, poor guy pissed himself. I heard that happens when you die. Hey, you better keep track of this. It might be important.
I don't know if that's true.
you can go ahead and ask around to find out what that's all about.
I peed on it. Next question.
Next, there are 2 important pieces of evidence by the front entrance. On the table is a newspaper clipping about how Pinkstock trafficked orphans, and on the floor leading to the main room is a milk carton with a young O.B. Oberon. On the bookshelf near the Admiral is a divorce document belonging to Edeline and Pinkstock, revealing that Edeline had to relinquish a large portion of her family fortune in the divorce, thereby establishing a motive for her. Behind the bar near Oberon is a military discharge document for the Admiral, saying that he was discharged from the military due to losing his hands. The hands he has are now wooden, which means he couldn't have used the murder weapon after all. On the bar itself, there's a check for $500,000 to O.B. Oberon from Pinkstock for the closing of her school. Next to the cake near Richard is a music class photo of O.B. Oberon, and if you continue punching the cake all the way around, you'll find a hidden inhaler belonging to Richard. If you talk with him about it, you'll learn that he has a Gatling allergy, which means that despite lying to you about being able to handle a weapon, he wouldn't have been able to use Travis to do the murder. Just past the Admiral on the other bookcase is a trophy belonging to Jellica Beams for a marksmanship competition. Ask O.B. Oberon about it, and you'll learn that Jellica Beams is her real name, which means she was lying about having never used a weapon.
Yes, I know my way around a gun. I only hid it earlier because I didn't want to share the dark secrets of my childhood in the labs, or about my brother. Sorry for misleading you.
If you look at the armoire across from where Edeline is standing, behind it will be a military order from Admiral Sessions, cutting off the food supply to a planet, which Pinkstock had been holding over him as blackmail, thus establishing his own motive. And nearby, if you move the chair out of the way, you'll find a photo of Richard dragging a dead human with the words, "I know what you did." Ask Richard about it, and you'll learn of Richard's own motive for wanting to kill Pinkstock. If you look behind the collection of clues in the middle of the room, there will be a detention slip belonging to Richard, revealing that he obviously lied about not knowing how to wield a firearm. Finally, there's one last clue across the chair from O.B. Oberon's bar. It's a medical card confirming Edeline's statement before, where she said that she had brittle bones. Make sure you talk with each subject about each piece of evidence, and the full picture should become clear. When you're ready to make an accusation, press the button in the middle of the room. You probably have an idea right now of who the murderer is, but just in case, I'm going to throw up one last spoiler warning in case you want to try and put the rest together yourself. So if you found all the evidence and talked with all the suspects about each piece, it should all be fairly clear. The only person who has the motive, the means, and the smell of perfume is O.B. Oberon.
It was O.B. Oberon, right there, right there!
Oh my, you don't seriously mean that?
Oh, but we do.
I'm liking this.
Interesting.
When it comes to her motive, it's because Pinkstock was responsible for her brother's death, and the evidence to tie her to the crime is the rosy perfume.
She's wearing the exact rosy perfume I smelled on the hands of whoever used me to kill Pinkstock.
Well, how
It's
about
true.
that?
I'm wearing rosy perfume. But I think you'll find the Admiral is wearing the same scent.
When she tries to pin the blame on the Admiral, you can show the shooting competition trophy to establish that she knew how to handle a gun, and seal the deal by stating that no one else could have done it.
And here's the thing. Nobody else could have fired the shot. The Admiral has wooden hands that can't grip or fire a gun, okay? Adeline's got a weak skeleton that would buckle under the impact of recoil, and Richard has a Gatlian allergy. He'd be covered in rashes from head to toe if he held me. That leaves only O.B. Oberon. O.B. Oberon, our killer.
You figured me out.
What? Wait, we really got it?
Wow. So you admit it?
What else can I do? I can't deny it at this point. I saw my chance and I took it. But don't act so high and mighty. You all want him dead. That's why we're here.
And that's it! You've solved the case. I'll leave the rest up to you. Thanks for watching, and for more High on Life 2, keep it here on IGN.